Story of Arunya killing a coworker. Arunya Rouch sat stoically next to her defense attorney in a St. Petersburg, Florida, courtroom. She didn't show any hint of emotion as trial proceedings came to a close. Nor did she react as friends and family members tearfully addressed her with their victim impact statements, nor when the jury of 9 women and 3 men found her guilty of murder. It took the jury 7 hours of deliberation to reach their verdict. A surprise to most who had predicted the deliberations would be over much sooner. Not a peep when the judge gave her a life sentence. Arunya Rouch was born in Thailand, where she lived in poverty. Looking for a better life, she moved to the United States and gained citizenship. She worked at the Publix in Tarpon Springs, an employee-owned grocery store chain, along with her husband, Tom Rouch. Rouch was a trainer for the company and in charge of opening seafood departments in new stores. On March 30, 2010, Arunya Rouch, 41, was fired from Tarpon Springs Publix for making threats to a coworker who had planned to report Rouch for infringing company policy. Tarpon Springs Publix had a policy against working without clocking in first. The coworker who planned to report Rouch was Gregory Janowski. Rouch left work upset with Janowski and other co-workers, whom she felt had disrespected her. At home, she grabbed a 9mm semi-automatic weapon and returned to work. Upon arriving back at Tarpon Springs Publix, she saw Janowski sitting in his car in the parking lot. Rouch approached the parked car, took aim, and fatally shot him. Janowski slumped forward, his blood dripped onto the car seat and floor, forming a pool. Rouch then ran toward Tarpon Springs Publix. She was going to shoot her manager and the co-workers who had disgraced her. Entering the building, she made her way toward her manager's office. The sight of a gun-toting Rouch instantly generated panic in the Crowd store. Chaos broke out as shoppers screamed, dropped their groceries, and fled for their lives. People were trampling over each other as they rushed to the door. A witness to the parking lot shooting had called 911. As the Tarpon Springs Police Department was just a block away from Tarpon Springs Publix, 2 officers arrived as Rouch entered the store. They rushed in the store and Rouch fired at them. A bullet grazed one of the officers. Rouch was able to get a few more shots off before one of the officers was able to shoot Rouch, wounding her. Police took Rouch to Bayfront Medical Center for treatment. According to the FBI, Rouch was a rare case, as women commit only 5% of workplace homicides. Experts in workplace violence say that part of the reason for this low number is that women, unlike men, tend not to act violently in the workplace unless all other options fail. Further, when they do act violently, it is usually the result of long-term frustration, while men commit workplace violence to show they are in charge. Rouch was married but did not have children and she was a perfectionist at work. This rubbed many of her co-workers the wrong way. Those who knew her stated she loved her job and would often prepare food at home for her co-workers. Her husband, Tom Rouch, believed that she killed out of the sense she had disgraced her family by losing her job. During Rouch's trial, her husband testified she had experienced chronic bullying by some of her co-workers and that management of Tarpon Springs Publix hadn't done anything to stop this. In his emotional testimony, Tom Rouch stated that his wife had been treated like an animal at work. He further stated that Janowski was the main culprit in the bullying and that in one incident, Janowski and other co-workers had locked Arunya in a seafood freezer. Rouch had no history of mental illness and was found guilty of 1 count of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Those who harass others do so because it gives them a sense of power. They pick a victim they feel is vulnerable, an easy target. When a target, like Arunya, reaches their breaking point, they may strike back in unexpectedly deadly ways. Thanks for watching. Please, subscribe on my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook at Monpi Stories for more.